I remember telling bros about this too. Just walk out technology. Just come in this spot. I really don't know how it works. It says enter with your credit card, shop at Fresh and Fast, and you're good to go. So I think you got to scan your card here or something like that. Grab what you got to grab, and then it's down there. And then you about it. Yep. It's on the way. It's on the way.
All right, Shalom. First off, all praises, admiration, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadosh, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right, first off, I want to say Shalom to the ones that push this word out in truth and in sincerity, which are the apostles and elders on down to the brothers. And Shalom to the ones that endure this faith until the very end, until the time of Jacob's troubles, which are again the apostles and elders on down to the brothers and a few sisters. All right, so Shalom. So I want to do this, quick video, pretty much on, in Tawada, to the elder, Amawan Gabar, right? GMS Awakening 144, as you see, he recorded this, right? And you already know what this is already leading to. But one thing I've noticed is that when the thing happened, right, where people started getting sick, that's when they implemented the self-checkouts in stores, right? But as of lately, for like the past few months now, even the same stores around our areas that had the self-checkouts, they went straight back to traditional ways of purchasing food, right? The cashiers and all that stuff, they went straight back to how it was, right? One of the biggest reasons, though, is because people kept on, scamming stuff, stealing shit. They kept bypassing it, right? Because it's easy to bypass technology until eventually, here's the thing, order out of chaos. When things start getting too out of hand, they're going to come with a solution, right? Which makes it even more oppressive for people, right? So they cause the problems and then they make a solution. And as you can see right here, this is a different type of self-checkout. So now it's a self-checkout where you could just walk on in, right? You could just walk on in and scan your card, and then you shop, and then you walk out, and it charges you. They're trying to make sure that nobody can steal, but you already know they're going to do the same shit. People are going to find solutions or ways around it, and then they're going to come out with something even higher than that. Or that rice grain in that right hand or your forehead, right? Because that's ultimately what that's leading up to, right? That's the, the ultimate prophecy. That's like more slavery than what we already in, right? And that's their main agenda. So this is Daniel 8:25. It says, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, right? So when you go into policies, right, that's talking about laws or decrees, right? So through his decrees or even through his laws, right, that right there is a policy, what you just saw. And that rice grain in your right hand or forehead, that's definitely the biggest policy or law, right? Martial law is what? Warlike law. So it says, and through his policy, also shall he cause craft to prosper in his hand, meaning to cause mischief, to cause, problems, to cause evil, right? Mischievousness. It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. I mean, you already know who this is talking about, man, because he magnifies himself in his heart. Obadiah, right? Habakkuk 2:5, especially, right? It says, and by peace shall destroy many, right? So through your policies and peace, man, you're going to destroy many. That right there is what they're doing. They're trying to make everything in life more convenient, and that's how you destroy many. It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, right? So no matter what you do or the things that you implement, it's all going to be broken down, man, because your technology is never on the, the level of Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Y'all would never get to that type of level, man, because y'all still, even in I believe it's First Thessalonians, right? You're trying to play God. So here's the thing, man. When all your technology shuts down and them chariots start beaming, and destroying everything, what are y'all going to do? Because clearly this man, the Lord is putting a spirit on this man to live in delusion, right? Because that's why he makes movies like Independence Day, because they're talking to Satan, and Satan got them in a trick bag. So now they believe that, they use the fighter jets and all kinds of shit to fight against the UFOs and shooting them down, and then you got a black ass nigga climbing up in a UFO and taking that shit over. Right? That's this man, trying to pretty much believing that he's going to win against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. And why do you think they gearing up for war so much? They're not even gearing people up for war. Shit, half of my classmates that I graduated with are already in the military or already in boot camps and shit like that. They're already training for military. And I look at them, and in my mind, I'm saying, yeah, they go in the military, they not coming back. Simple as that. And they not preparing them for war, against other countries. I mean, yeah, against other countries, man, but they're preparing for war against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man, because they know what's going to happen. They know what's coming. They know them chariots are coming. Right? Them shits that's why they put it in the movies, man. That's why you got these video games and movies. They got the intergalactic wars and shit, the space wars and all kinds of crazy sci-fi ships shooting at all kinds of, like, Star Wars, because they know that's coming. This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Right? So oppression maketh a wise man mad. Stuff like this, man, this is oppression. Right? Because we see this. But to people, they're going to look at that like, what does it say right here? It says, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So to these people, man, they're going to look at that like a gift, man, because it's more convenience. That's what destroys you. Right? All the convenience is destroying your heart, man, because when all this shit gets shut down, the internet gets shut down, people going to be losing their minds. Right? As the brother Amawan, GMS Lions 15, man, he says, man, there's going to be a lot of sad faces out here. Right? There's going to be a lot of sad faces, a lot of frowns on people's faces. Right? When that shit gets shut down, the convenience and all that stuff gets shut down, no food, no water, people scavenging and killing for food, breaking up in people's houses with shotguns. Hell, probably even an RPG, right? People are going to be sad, right? Because that gift is what destroyed their heart. That gift is what made their heart, what's the word I'm looking for? A word, conformed. That's it, right? Conformed. That gift is what conformed most of these people. And that's why, again, we still pray ourselves, man, because we still got shit to deal with. We still got addictions and gifts that aren't, that we aren't supposed to be even, falling onto a bunch, right? Satan's devices, right? That gift is what destroys the heart. That right there is a gift to these people. But again, that's why we stay prayed up until Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man, that things like this, things in this world is not a gift to us, unless it's the destruction or the downfall of this place. Now that's a gift to us, right? A righteous gift on the right-hand side. So, by the Lord's word, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim HaKadash, and Shalom.